Jeez, I had to go widescreen mode to get all that cat in there. Hey, could you stay out of there? I don't like to, tout that global warming is a thing, but it's like 60 degrees out here in February. A year ago, there was like 2.5 feet of snow on the ground. So it's a little weird. But I read that the inside of the earth is going to change the opposite direction, and a lot of our weird weather might be explained by that. But a cat, what? No, I don't want. No, move on. He's a handsome little fellow. I like the way he curves his tail. Should be nice if this thing could take after the squirrels instead of watching them for entertainment. Ha ha ha! Cat just chased a squirrel. It was epic. Good kitty. Good kitty. Another fun night in the workshop. So I'm going to put another another coat of stain on here. So basically, we're just going to wipe the stain all over. Then I got to flip it and do the same thing on the other side. Actually, last time I just held it up there while I did it. Then I got one coat of poly on these. This is for the floor upstairs. It's to transition from the old and the new, because there's a bump right there. Then I think I've already put poly on these three, but another coat or 4 or 5 doesn't really hurt. But definitely these two. There's another one. It's missing. No, that's the one. Anyhow, that's what we're doing tonight. Hence the gloves. Got my wind checker on. Yep, first line. It's windy out. Thanks, Spike. You're the weather dog. Well, that's impressive. I got all my lights, and I just cut all that wood up. Tree fell down over here. Probably off of there. Be my guess. She's all dedilated. These are all ash trees, and they're just falling like dead ash trees. So, gonna use the lift here, and I thought I cleared some of the rust off. I'm a little disappointed because that's a pretty big pile for what I thought would just be a quick brushing. So I gotta treat these. A couple years ago, I repainted all this. I sanded all the way down to bare metal. I didn't do this side, so it's definitely less rusty on this side, but yeah, in the short term, I'm gonna oil it because I don't have time to be refinishing this. Clearly the powder coat has failed. Yeah, that's not very good powder coating. So, yeah, not terribly happy about this. Oh. Well, time for an oil change. The change oil light came on, and we bought this van in 2016. And I'm pretty certain I've never changed the oil on the lift, so this will be interesting. If I did, it was the very first oil change, and even then I doubt it. These are just really long. I'm gonna stack those back when I'm done, but she was a little tight fit. Kind of angled her over there and had to climb out the window almost, but yeah, this should be fun. Again, first time. Okay, we got the van oil changed. It's a little close quarters here, but it's getting better. I mean, at least it's on the lift. I was able to get her so high, about to that height, actually. That's why I got the tape right there. This height, the antenna starts to bend. Antenna. Anyhow, I did get underneath there, and she's got a little bit of rust around the chassis, being an Ohio car, and I sprayed some CRC lanolin on there that should help for the next couple of years. Didn't do a full job because I didn't park so good here. In fact, I'm going to have to very carefully maneuver this out. Of course, the first thing is I got to get in, which also is kind of fun. So, gonna be downsizing some of this very soon. Okay, now this is making more sense. This is our head of CT's car. He doesn't spend a lot of time here and just leaves his company car here. And you can tell by the amount of dust on here. It doesn't get driven a lot. So this fancy apparatus is really a battery tender. So you get the power there that he's glomming off of, and here to there. Just keep it suspended. And I'm pretty sure inside there's a battery tender. Very creative. Maybe I can plug my car in. Oh, and I know this license plate because I installed that. He needed tools for that. Okay. Well, she's got 209,000 miles on it, so it's time for an oil change. So, time to go up. This one should get pretty high. I should be able to almost get it to the top. Not there. Maybe up here. That'd be nice. This has a filter on the bottom, which is a pain. So there's like trap doors and stuff. So, yeah. It's nice to be underneath the car, standing up. I'm actually able to stand up all the way and almost hit my head on that really hot device. This car just came from Buffalo, so it's a little warm. She's requested a plastic delete. I think we can probably take care of that. Everything else looks pretty good. They do nice stainless steel stuff. That's stainless steel. So we're gonna go ahead and spray a little lanolin on here while we're down here. But first, let's get this draining. So this is the fuel filter, I think. Yeah, and then the drain plug right there. Well, stop. I'm gonna try this. I bought this a couple weeks ago. It's a Cobalt, so it's from the Lowe's. And it's just your basic ratchet. But pop this little guy. Pop. Now it becomes a hand ratchet. So this will be perfect for this application because I need to loosen it because she's tight. And then when she's loose, I want to get this out of the way because I want to, keep the mess to a minimum. So I'm looking forward to using this. I like this design, but the first time I went to change the oil on this car, I was a little frustrated because I had to buy a special tool for it. But it really gets in there, and this gets torqued on pretty hard, or torqued off. And I do like the fact it's a canister filter, so you're not throwing out, I never know which way to put this. You're not throwing out, the whole metal thing. You're just throwing out the filter. I got to change the gasket on there. So this one looks fine. I'm sure it is fine. We'll go ahead and change on that. So we'll let this bad boy drip. She's a one-panner, meaning you can just let it all drip out into one pan here. It works pretty good. And here's the old filter. I think I changed it about 8,000 miles ago. I don't know. She said the light came on. 209. Doesn't hurt to change the oil. Definitely got a little rustage, but these are good cars for a kid that runs into everything. She had a Toyota 3 months ago. She got stuck in her driveway. Yeah, that was a magic trick. There you go. Voila. So let's go through here. I shorten this bracket here, and we'll just tighten it up with the old tightenator. Of course, this is standard, so you have to find some, I think that's 9/16. No, it's ½ inch. That'll hold it in there. Good enough for selfie work. How are we doing on the draining, I wonder? I got the superlight here. Put another alien coat on here. It does burn though. Drip, drip. Yeah, still getting the drippage. Probably could put the filter. Nope, there's another drippage. Just need to wait. This part I hate. Drip, drip. Awkward pause. Got a first coat of stain on these. These are all done, ready to go. And then I got my first coat of polyurethane on this. Usually I want to wait 2 days for the stain to dry. And I know it's bad when I like wipe my hand and it comes off. I can't flip this around and do both sides. It's got to be, it's a pain. So I'm going to do 3 coats on this side, flip it over 3 coats. But at least tomorrow I can get this off and use this for other things. Getting there. Jack was just playing outside, batting the window. He's pissed at me because I wouldn't let him in. So, yeah, went to the estate sale, and I bought all this for $10, including that tote. All this stuff here came out of this. It's kind of funny because I was like digging through it and I found some weird things, and the guy's like, "Oh, you take $1 for it, or pay $1 for it?" I'm like, "Sure, yeah," but so I didn't really look through much of it. This stuff I'm definitely gonna just toss. Silver hanging wire, stainless steel wire, soft, very unique wrench, but then recycle pile. Some clippies. I think this is for checking your antifreeze. In case you need a leaky valve stem in a car. This is an end mill grinder bit. I think I'll put that over there. Oh, just various little things, more screwdriver bit things. Air hose fittings. These are unique. These are Stanley's. I know because it says so. Sweetheart. And they have like a sight to them. Like, so I don't know what you clip these onto. Maybe a level? And then there's a sight on there. So very interesting. I have to look at those. Those may be worth $1 right there. What else we got? I have no idea what this is. Yeah, that's the other one. Some various fittings we'll throw in our fittings area. Nice drift bunch. In fact, I'll be needing that for the mixer later today because the parts came in to fix that. So anyhow, and hinge, decent file. Some door hinges. I think this is a paint mixer. I don't know. This was unique. I've never used one of these. It's a butane little mini torch. Sure how you adjust the flameage. Turn above valve to adjust. Not sure. Anyhow, and then air chisel. What else I got? Snap rings. Those things always go fly when you take them off. I bought this not for the case, not for the $2, which I didn't pay, but for this. So this is a countersink. Then you flip it through here, and then you can drill. So it's a driver countersink. And it's got some bits, a lot of these bits I found over here, but also more importantly, it has new drill bits. So looks like there's 2 in there and some set screws plus 3. So that's $6 alone just buying those, and now I got an extra one. Then a bag of various things. These are all end mills, so I'll put those in my end mills department. This one's really nice. I like that. She gave me a nice container. Those are always handy to have, hex drivers. And then the bits, there's some pretty good bits in here. Oh, and more countersinks. You see, this is what they normally look like. You know, missing the drill bit or broken. Those are really high quality number 2s. I like this one. She's articulated. Anyhow, steel wheeling puller. Someday I might need to pull a steering wheel. I believe this fits my tanks, my acetylene tanks. That one's a lot sturdier than the little crappy one I have that's just kind of like a little bit thicker than this. This I don't have, and it would be handy to have if I need it, but basically it's a wrench that's used for starters and car parts that are hard to get to. And what's unique is this comes apart too, and then once you get it in there, you got a grippy on there, or you can use a hex. So very excited to not have to use that, but if I do, I got it. Then a hacksaw. The hacksaw's just kind of an oldie one. They're kind of fun because you dial this in to adjust this. So you're not, a lot of times you'll adjust the screw in here and then this will get all wonky and go over the place. This one's in a fixed plane, so it's always going to be straight, and then you just tighten and loosen it here. So we'll clean it up. But just last week I was using one, definitely made in China, and I was having that same problem. The blade wasn't tight enough, and then I tightened it, then it got cockeyed, then it wasn't cutting straight. And so yeah, I figured for $10 I did pretty darn well. Of course I spent an hour and a half, but you know, my time's free. Been feeding Georgia this for the past month or so. She really likes it. She eats a lot more. I'm pretty sure it's for her because it's got a picture of her. So I read on the interwebs how to put these in. So it was 2 steps: remove and insert new ones. So I gave him a bad review. Definitely an improvement. These are the old ones. These are the new ones, much more larger. Don't know why they individually bagged each one, but I just got to pull those 2 out. Step 1, remove. Step 2, insert. Well, so then we're gonna do the this. I think I screwed up. I think this is this. I got the wrong one. I was supposed to get the other side, but I'm not sure. We'll see when we open it up. It came out a lot quicker because I knew what I was doing this time. Don't leave this piece here because that makes a big scratch. So get this off. So I had to use my drift pin, and then that was too big, and I used this to drive out the pin, which goes in the hole, which goes in this hole, and then I wiggled this out. But now I got to take that gear out. But I think there's a C-clip, right? Enhance. There's a C-clip underneath that spring. Right there. So that comes out, and then this all should come out. But I'm probably have to drive this pin out. It's all going to go that way. Definitely new one's a little bigger. So we'll go, I think we'll do that in the garage on the vise. Okay, it turns out I was a little backwards. There's a clip right on the top here, not the bottom here. But this one, and once I remove that, everything slid out. Enhance. Little clip right there. I did bend the clip pretty good, but it should hold. It just needs to be around there. This is obviously the old one. One thing that bothers me is this hole and this hole aren't looking to be the same size. Am I going to be unhappy? Hope not. It looks like it fits. So we'll go ahead and drive that in there, put the pin in there, and call it a day. I've got food grade grease all over my hands now once again, so I'm really not excited about that. So this estate sale should be interesting. It's a pretty house. Very nice area in Akron. Okay, well, another weird day. It's almost 50 degrees out here, so it's time for a fire. And Liv is gonna come by and we're gonna change on the oil in her car and look at something else. She got that ready to go. So yeah, I went to an estate sale, of course. I bought, I think this is $22. So Pentafrost, which is Pentosa, which is European, but it's actually for Toyota. So we got a couple Toyotas in the house. This is for a knife that I have. It's a Craftsman. It looks like a pair of pliers, but it's a knife. It's a new anvil and blade. These are scrapers for scraping molding. Like if you got paint, you want to get rid of paint. This here is a very nice pipe cleaner for when you're doing working on plumbings. And the other side is the male, and this is the female. Then also sandpaper for cleaning those things, and then one in the box still. Just because you can. Wear goggles. This is a Starrett. I don't use these much, but enhance. This will clean up nicely. That doesn't say Starrett, but that does. Or Stabilo? I don't know. It's pretty high quality. It goes in a ruler.